Hey guys, and welcome to Shades and Pages. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by and giving my new baby channel a chance. And to my returning fam, thank you for coming back. If you aren't under a rug, you already know we are in the last days of March Madness. We're down to the Final Four. And if you are, like me, a mother of a 16-year-old who's obsessed with basketball, I don't mind watching the basketball because, like I said, I can't play it, but I know the game. You understand? I enjoy the game. And I've been enjoying watching the games with my son. I've been tapping in to women's basketball. One, because those women be balling, okay? Two, now, Coach Yo is from the Bahamas. I promise you, Bahamians was locking in. So that had me thinking, when you think about sports romance books and you think about basketball books, it's always about the male basketball players. So I was like, let me find some women basketball players. First book is Pregame Ritual by Alexandra Warren. Now, I love her, and you can tell that she plays sports because it's more of a character-driven author, and I like character-driven stories. But this one is new adult, which means that these kids are in college. Now, I'm not a big fan of new adult, but I really enjoyed this because you have a female baller, and she was older than this freshman. I think his name was Miles. Yeah, she was older than Miles. And the whole book, she was worried about, him being younger than her. And I'm like, girl, he 2 years younger. That ain't even a big difference. But I really enjoyed this story because you get to see them navigate college, navigate sports, and navigate their feelings for each other. Next book is One Last Shot, and this is also by Alexandra Warren. But Selena Andre in this book, y'all, this book was so good because it's forced proximity, and it's kind of like workplace romance because Selena is one of the best players in the WNBA, and then you have Dre. He was a disgraced player, and he's coming back to coach. It's kind of forbidden too because they ain't supposed to be dating each other, but Selena is very disappointed, and Dre looked up to him, and Dre just made a mistake, and she was kind of like, so you really gave up? You get to see them venture from somewhat enemies to friends and then to lovers, and then you have hilarious moments. You have amazing side characters. Alexandra Warren does no wrong in my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. That's my girl. Okay, so you have the next book is Bounce Back by Nicole Falls. Now this is I should have mentioned that her and Alexandra Warren, they have a Nymphs and Trojans series, and this book is part of the Nymphs and Trojans. And I think you have Meka and Victor. Now this right here is also workplace romance, could be single dad. Meka has a crush on Victor, and when you have that forced proximity put in place, they're gonna fall in love. And I love like single mom, single dad books because when the kid is involved, I eat that up. I love it to death, y'all. The next book is Shot Clock by M.Monique. Let me tell you something. I loved Sin and Naomi, and this one is insta love because when Sin laid his eyes on Naomi, he knew what he wanted. It was all gas and no brakes. And what I loved about this book is that Naomi is a tomboy, grill-wearing woman, and Sin ate that up. There's this woman on TikTok, and I think her name is Coach J, and she has this series. Is she gay, or does she just coach women's basketball? Determines if they're gay or they're straight based off, certain characteristics. I absolutely love that series. When I tell you I went down a rabbit hole, and then what I like is that at the end she say, is she gay, is she gay, is she gay, is she gay? And then she sings the results. Because I love that series so much, I'm going to give you some lesbian basketball romance books that I think you might love. Like, I be reading some lesbian books too because they be good. First book is Love and Sportsball by Meka James. You have an uptight Trina with a basketball player. Forbidden romance. That's my vibe. If that's your vibe, pick this one up. Okay, the Baton Rouge Bayo series by Arika. Alexandra, there's 2 books in the series. I think the first one is like a lesbian meet cute, and the second one is between a WNBA player and her private chef. So these 2 I haven't read yet. Next book is How You Get the Girl by Anita Kelly. This is one of those coach falls in love with players' foster parent books. And the foster parent is a college basketball star. So the coach kind of like convinces her to step in as the assistant coach. The coach is realizing, like, why are you single? So the coach decides to help her find a date. And they fell in love. And that is it, guys. I really hope these recs satisfy both of our women's basketball cravings. I will see you on the next video. Bye.